Welcome to the channel, The Digital Entrepreneur, where we cover everything that matters to modern day entrepreneurs. Now, today I'm going to be doing a quick review, and it's not really a tutorial, but just a demonstration of how Ecamm Live works and the different features. I love this software. Now, this software is a live streaming software mainly, but it does have a record only mode, which I'm currently using so that I make sure I get everything right and get all these features right. But you can live stream to multiple platforms. You can use it with Zoom. You can use it with Restream and broadcast to a whole bunch of platforms all at once, which I think is great. Now, I'm currently using my Canon camera and a Mac. Now, Ecamm is uh, tailored to Macs. Now, that may change soon, but right now it's mostly for people with Mac, and it's especially good for people who have Macs and a Canon camera, because you can plug your Canon camera in and use it just like a webcam. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but just to compare, this is what my webcam currently looks like on a nice new MacBook Pro. All right, and this is what my Canon camera looks like. Nothing else has changed. No lighting differences. You can see the ugly plug back there, but that's it. All right, and that's the only difference is the Canon camera with a 50mm lens on it, so you get that nice background blur. So just to quickly go over what I'm using. So as I mentioned, I'm recording all this on my Canon Rebel T5i. Now, this is an entry-level Canon camera. It's about $1,000 plus then extra for lenses. The 50mm is quite a cheap lens too. So you're for like $1,300-$1,400, you're getting a camera that's great for photo, for video. The only disadvantage, you don't shoot in 4K. It's not that important to everybody, but it may matter to some people. So no 4K, but still great video. I'm using, like I said, the 50mm lens looks great. That's what I'm using here. Uh, Apple AirPods, well, I'm using that for my mic. Now, you don't get much low end on it, but you also don't have a lot of background noise, and it's easier than setting up a different mic. So I'm recording all this onto my MacBook Pro, which I also love. I was always a PC guy until I got this MacBook Pro, so I love this. And then, of course, the software that I'm reviewing is Ecamm Live. So just to show you an example of why I love this, you can do what they call creating scenes. So each scene will have different elements, right? Like overlays, for example, like a text overlay, which I will show you. I've prepared a bunch of scenes in advance. So I'll show you what the text overlay looks like. So this is the text overlay. Okay, just, the Digital Entrepreneur review on Ecamm Live. Now, if I wanted to, I could change this and have it become a scrolling text. So, and you could put a whole bunch of information in there. Really, you could kind of recap your topic so that people tuning into your live stream or your video can, be reminded of your topic if they missed the first bit, right? And that's just one thing. The really cool thing is like when you want to add like an animated overlay. So now all I did there was switch scenes, and this happens at the beginning of the scene. So that just popped up at the beginning of the scene. So if I switch back to my text overlay and then come back to my animated overlay, it happens again. So anytime you want to remind people to subscribe, which by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, right? Because why? Because I'm the digital entrepreneur, right? So subscribe now. There's some really cool elements, and all I'm doing, those are pre-created scenes. Now, say you want to have some music. I'm going to fade it in and bring it up. You probably don't want to have it this loud. And then you can fade it back out. Now, again, all I did, literally, I created a new scene in Ecamm Live, and I dragged and dropped that song. The same thing I did with everything else. Drag and drop, and then it automatically loads it for you. Now, say I wanted to do a slideshow presentation. This is a slideshow I have on. I did on TFSAs and their purpose and how people misuse them. But all I did was drag. I created it in Pages. I drag and drop, and if I want to move it, if I want to make it bigger or smaller, I can do that too, right? Expand it, shrink it down, have it appear wherever, like teeny tiny right beside my head, right? And I apologize if I'm looking down because my Canon camera is up there and my screen is down here. So anyhow, so that's another thing you can do. Another, now here's something that you may not have thought of, but say you're doing a live stream, but you want to have a component of it that's pre-recorded. Well, it's really simple.
Okay, Ellie, so what are we making today?
We're making quinoa salad.
Do you like quinoa salad?
Yes.
And notice I can make myself disappear. I can pause the video, and then I can switch out of the scene. But if I wanted to, I could have a whole video presentation already kind of pre-done there. Now, I think that's a great element to have as part of your live stream, but you should be specific that that's not live, that it's pre-recorded. Anyways, I won't drag this out too long here, but uh, basically, I just wanted to show you some of the features and some of the things you can do with Ecamm Live. And if you're thinking about using this software, if you have a Mac and especially if you have a Canon camera to go with that Mac, it's not necessary, but it's just such a bonus. I would say absolutely use this software. I'm a subscriber to the Pro version because I've been doing some interviews. I'm putting together a podcast. This software has enabled me to kind of be creative in ways that I had never thought possible before. So um, look for that podcast. It's going to be coming out in the next few weeks here. But um, as for now, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you got some value out of this review. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will be leaving a link in the description or actually in the comment section, sorry, for Ecamm Live, and it will be an affiliate link. So if you got some value, it's a way to support the channel. And if you don't want to click my link, well, go right to the site and use Ecamm Live anyway because it's a great software. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.